Hello, everyone, and welcome into the Chad Valdez YouTube channel at the Chad Valdez. I appreciate you very much for tuning in and joining into this latest segment here on the YouTube channel. It is the Friday going into Christmas Day, Christmas weekend, so I hope that you have a great, safe, and a Merry Christmas coming up on Monday. And I hope that you've been having a great holiday season. It's crazy that 2023 has just been a whisper, it seems like. It's gone by that fast. And as I've said on this platform and also my other platform, which I'll say here in just a moment, I hope you subscribe and follow to both of them, is that these years just go by faster and faster. It all goes by in a blink. Life does. And these years definitely do so as well. And the college football seasons go by faster than ever as well. So welcome into the Chad Valdez YouTube channel. I invite and encourage you to subscribe to it. This is your window when it comes to sports talk of NFL, college football, Major League Baseball, and also NHL hockey. I'm a big Dallas Stars, NHL and Dallas Stars fan. That is an autographed puck from the 2007 Dallas Stars / NHL or 2007 NHL All-Star game that was at the American Airlines Center January the 24th, 2007, everybody. So that's an autographed hockey puck right there from Marty Turco, one of the great goalies in Dallas Stars history, right there as you're looking in the foreground. So the other platform that I do have is a strictly audio format, and you can find that via Apple Podcast, and it is titled The Real Talk with Chad Valdez, and I just had the latest one this morning, and it was a fantastic. Oh my God, I got into so much. Took a deep dive into some Cowboys commentary coming off of the loss that they had versus the Buffalo Bills, which was in the Bills' favor, the weather, and obviously just everything going in where it was in the Bills' favor, if you will, playing at home versus the Cowboys when they haven't had that great of success. They're now 3-4 on the road. They got a chance to go 4-4 this Sunday versus Miami Dolphins. That'll be on Christmas Eve, which I'll get into here in just a moment. So took a deep dive into that. Also took a dive into college football early signing day. So that was not as long as I wanted to because I had to wrap up the sports talk segment. And I got into A&Ms class as well. The 12 that have already signed on a dotted line, if you will, their intent to play and be a student athlete for Texas A&M, fighting Texas A&M Aggies, Texas A&M University. So I got into that, played a cut from head football coach Mike Yoko. And when it comes to the Cowboys, I played a couple of cuts there from two quarterbacks, Dak Prescott, my man, my quarterback, Dak Prescott, number 4 on the field, number 1 in your heart. And also Troy Aikman as well. A little bit of a some commentary he had going into the game versus the Dolphins this Sunday there in Miami, Hard Rock Stadium. So coming on here to provide some additional sports talk, and the second platform that I do have, the first one was on Apple Podcast, if you will, and that's been going over 2 years. The numbers are numbers are growing, the listeners, the followers, and what have you. So I invite and encourage you to follow that channel and also subscribe to this one here about once or twice a week or so. And obviously starting it from scratch, if you will, still building it, but it takes a lot to put together. It takes a lot to keep on moving forward. And also with that, you got to have subscribers. You got to allow it to grow. And that's when other opportunities come to fruition. That is a sponsorship. And that is, being able to go live whenever. So go live on Facebook. There's a specific stipulation you got to have on that. So I invite and encourage you to subscribe to this, follow it, and also share it. And I'll be speaking of sharing, I'll say that here in just a moment. So I'm not going to have a long one here because it is it is a 5:15 Central Time here in Fort Worth, Texas, everybody. And I got a Christmas to head to here shortly. Family coming up about an hour south of me to pick me up to go the remaining 30-minute drive or whatever. Well, it's only 35 miles, but it's going to take us about an hour plus because all the traffic is a fucking madhouse. Oh my God. So that'll be the opening part, the opening monologue, if you will. And I really wanted to talk about, the Dallas Cowboys, the game on Sunday that they have coming up versus the Buffalo Bills. And so Obviously, they played the AFC East, one of the divisions that they played, and they played the AFC East and the NFC West. The Seahawks, the 49ers, Cardinals, and also the Rams. And the Rams are playing much better football the second half of the season, especially this 7/8 part of the season, the eighth part of the season, if you will. So they're playing much better football down the stretch this season comes. So the other division that we played is the AFC East. So we obviously beat the Jets, beat the Patriots, and lost to the Bills, and now we got a chance to go 3-4 versus the AFC East. And this one coming up on Sunday, the Miami Dolphins, they have a real competitive advantage whenever they play at home. Just like the Dallas Cowboys play when they have that competitive advantage, that home field, if you will, there at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Jerry World, the Palace in Dallas, as JT the Brick via Mad Dog Sports Radio calls it. He has his own platform right here at JT the Brick YT for YouTube. And also you can find him on his other platforms out there in Vegas of Las Vegas Raiders Radio. And also you can find him on Mad Dog Sports Radio as well. So with the Cowboys' advantage that they have playing at home, that's mirrored about the advantage that the Miami Dolphins have at their home stadium. Well, it's not a retractable roof. It's an open roof, if you will. And where the visiting team is, the visiting bench, if you will, it's always in the sun on those 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock Eastern, 4:35 Eastern games. And so with the sun going down a little bit sooner versus earlier in the season, then it's not going to be as hot there on the Cowboys bench. And so what I'm getting at, you might have saw this as well, it's on the airwaves, and that the competitive advantage that the Dolphins have over their opponents, every one of them, is that they're in the sun the entire game. And as warm and humid, warm to hot, but always humid there in sunny South Florida, and then that is a 25 to 30 degree increase in temperature difference, if you will, than what the Miami Dolphins have on their side. When they're in the shade, it's a little bit cooler. So that is a competitive advantage, and most likely the Dallas Cowboys are going to be wearing their navy blue tops. And I wish they would have the navy blue tops at home. I mean, so many other teams. Well, now you got the NFL teams, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You got obviously the Miami Dolphins, and some other teams out there that are all of a sudden starting to wear white jerseys at home. It used to be it was only the Dallas Cowboys that were doing that. And so now, that has been not passed out of the line. That's been picked up by other teams to wear your light colored jerseys, if you will. But it's in the Dolphins' favor because the dark jerseys draws more heat against the body, or to the body, if you will. And so that's any competitive advantage. And I believe the Cowboys have a really good shot, really good opportunity going 11-4 with this game versus the Dolphins on Sunday. And even though they could run the ball well with Mostert in the backfield, the Dolphins, they obviously pass it. They have a good passing game there with Tua Tagovailoa, and obviously Jalen Waddle and Devon Achane, former running back for A&M. I was really looking forward to this game when the schedule came out. That'd have been really good to see him play. Wouldn't want him to have a great game, because if a running back has a great game versus a Cowboys defense, I don't want that to reciprocate what had the week before versus the Buffalo Bills, when we give up, 223 or 226 yards rushing in today's NFL. And the NFL was been like that for X number of years, where it's a passing game, it's not a running. And so I just wanted to see Devon Achane in the game, but he's injured. Obviously, Tyreek Hill looks like he's going to be available. Dallas Cowboys have everything out in front of them. They have a really good chance to win out the season with a victory, hopefully. Knock on wood here, knock on the forehead, over Miami. Come back home next Saturday. It's going to be a huge game. And Michael Irvin said it best. There's no way, way, not that he said the F-bomb, that the Cowboys are going to lose that Saturday night versus the Detroit Lions, the last home game of the regular season, when they're inducting Jimmy Johnson into the Ring of Honor. So wanted to get that in there. There's no way that they're going to lose that game. They're going to come hyped up, ready to play, to get a W on that. then obviously the last game of the season, the 6th or 7th of January, versus the Washington Commanders, which will be Ron Rivera's last game as head coach. So whether the Cowboys have the NFC East wrapped up, if they do, I don't expect Dak Prescott to play. Maybe get him in there first quarter, get a drive or two, get Cooper Rush in there. I would really like to see Trey Lance play just to see what he can do because he hasn't played in a long time. And now he's with the Cowboys at the third string. They got to suit up 3 quarterbacks because all these injuries to the quarterback. So as I close out quickly on the Dallas Cowboys commentary, I had more on the audio version of Apple Podcast. So I invite you and encourage you to go take a deeper dive, a deeper listening into on that. So other NFL games that you had going on this Sunday, everybody. Oh, what I meant to do is play some Christmas music a lot while I'm doing this. So other games that we have going on, where in the hell did the schedule go? Here he is. And so I have a couple of devices here, as you can tell. So looking forward to Week 16 got kicked off last night on Thursday. New Orleans Saints at the Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford, 328 passing yards, unbelievable. Kyron Williams, 104 on the ground. A big one this Saturday, tomorrow afternoon, NBC is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals at the Pittsburgh Steelers. A great rivalry there in the AFC North. And it looks like Cincinnati, they just may walk away with it. It's going to come down to them. Or I don't see Pittsburgh doing it. I guess them or Cleveland or whatever. And it's Cincinnati, luck of the draw, unfortunately, where Joe Burrow went down. So highly doubt that they're going to get back to a deep run in the playoffs, Jim Mora. Another big one is Buffalo. They got to go on the road. They got to go across the damn country to play the Los Angeles Chargers, who are a dump of a team. I mean, that dump of a disaster game a couple of weeks ago out there in Vegas when they lost 63-41. 63-21. You lose by 42 fucking points. That's absolutely ridiculous. Boy blunder. Brandon Staley got fired it was long overdue. The GM as well. Don't want to see anybody lose their job, get fired. But when you have things, when you're on the hot seat already, just cut the cord, if you will. So Buffalo on the road to the Chargers. All Buffalo Bills to the Chargers. Buffalo Bills at the Chargers. I'm sorry, I got a couple of texts here coming out, so people wanted to know where you at. Well, any event, another big game that I'm looking forward to is Seattle at Tennessee, and the Seahawks are coming off of a great game versus the Philadelphia Eagles at their house on Monday night. What a tremendous comeback that it was. Drew Lock got them going down. That touchdown with a minute and 45 seconds left with one timeout. Absolutely picture-perfect placement there on the winning touchdown pass. And then, obviously, it was sealed with that interception of the next possession over. So that's really the only other game I'm really looking at besides Dallas at Miami. Let's see, New England at Denver. That should be maybe a decent game. New England's not worth a damn this season, and Denver Broncos are playing much better, even though they just got waylaid by the Detroit Lions last week. Other games on Christmas Day, Monday the 25th, you got the Las Vegas Raiders on the road playing on Christmas Day at Kansas City. So they got them a Christmas Day game. I'm really looking forward to the New York Giants at Philadelphia Eagles because the Cowboys say, if they can have the New York Football Giants, and if they can get them to clip off the Eagles once, maybe twice, and the Eagles got to play them twice in the next 3 weeks. The first one is at Lincoln Financial Field. The second one's going to be at MetLife Stadium, Tommy DeVito. So I wanted to throw that in there. As the Giants, the Cowboys are really going to be pulling for them because if they beat the Eagles and the Cowboys went out, and then that's going to be a really good opportunity. Especially that we swept the Giants and we have the head-to-head tie. There is a tiebreaker with the Eagles. Well, the Eagles lost to the Seahawks, and so they lose to the Giants. That's really good for the Cowboys. You get the Baltimore Ravens on the road to San Francisco. That just might be a preview of Super Bowl, 58 there in Las Vegas. I'm going to be pulling for Baltimore heavily in this game. I would really like to see San Francisco get beat up a little bit, But San Francisco is a better team. Nothing against Baltimore. Baltimore is a good team, not a great team. They got a great quarterback, a running threat there with Lamar Jackson, Brock Purdy, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, Bo Samuel, Greenlaw, Fred Warner on the defensive side of the ball. They got a really sound team, the 49ers. And so maybe as they had some bad luck in the middle of the season, the 49ers lost 3 in a row when they were without McCaffrey and Trent Williams, the all-pro tackle that he is. Maybe they can have that luck again going late to the season, sake for the Dallas Cowboys. And so I wanted to get that in there. Other thing that I wanted to mention really quickly is on the College Football Avenue. And so, where's the Christmas music? I said it, and I hadn't even done it yet. So here's one right here, and I hope you all enjoy it. So on the College Football Avenue, I wanted to go down here with the top recruiting classes so far this year, 2023. Of course, you got Alabama in there at number 1, 9 5-stars, 4 18 stars, 28 commitments. You got Georgia at number 2, Texas number 3, Ohio State 4, Oklahoma 5, LSU 6. Let's see, Miami at number 7. How are they number 7? I don't understand that. USC, the same thing. Yeah, is this the right one? 2023, updated just yesterday morning. And so, my gosh, and you got A&M. Let's see, Clemson 11, Notre Dame 12, Florida 13, Penn State 14, Texas A&M right there at 15. So I wanted to get that in there. And, college football is in a craze right now because you got the bowl games going on. Remember, I did an entire lineup of all the bowl games with the winner and the loser. I'm about a 500 right now. Looking forward to some better games going on than the ones that I picked to get them a winner. Get yours truly a winner, right? I want to be way above 500 after the last game is played. January the 8th, national championship game. I got the Alabama Crimson Tide over Washington. That is my prediction. So the last thing that I do want to do here is talk about something that I'm going to give away. I have 4 tickets right here. I have 4 tickets, and this is really for the Dallas-Fort Worth greater area. But also, if you know of this band, if you're going to come to Fort Worth for your New Year's Eve weekend, this is a great way to kick it off. So these are 4 tickets that I have that I scored, and you can get them, or you can pass it on to whomever. So these are 4 tickets to Strange Love at Tannehill's Tavern right there in the Stockyards in Fort Worth on Friday, December the 29th at 8 o'clock in the evening. So this could be for you and 3 others, or if you know somebody who likes that type of music, the band, whatever, just loves going to the Stockyards and has a ticket where you can get in, and then this is for you. So whoever out there is going to share this platform the most, whoever's going to share this platform the most in the next 5 to 6 days, I'm going to keep track of it. Now, you can share it on any of your social media profiles. You can share it on your Facebook. You can share it on your Instagram, Snapchat. You can even share it on Twitter as well. A lot of views on X, if you will. You can share it on that avenue as well. But whoever shares it the most, and then if that person shares it or whatever, but the person that shares this platform, the Chad Valdez YouTube channel, as well as my other platform via Apple Podcast, and then the winner of that will receive these. I probably had to do it as early as Thursday morning, the 28th, so I can get the tickets in hand to the rightful owner. So I'm really looking forward to this. And you got to do something. You got to do some marketing, if you will. You got to do some cool stuff to grow a platform. You started it from scratch, and now I'm allowing it to grow. I'm doing something for the audience. The audience is doing something for the platform, for the program right here. So as we get into the Christmas weekend, everybody, we're into it right now. And I really wanted to, I may do it on Monday on Christmas Day before I get on the road to go see family for Christmas on that avenue. I may do one more on Christmas Day if it is time fitting. If not, I wish you a very happy, safe, and Merry Christmas to you and yours. Remember that Jesus is the reason for the season, everybody. I'm looking forward to a great Christmas with the family tonight, and another one on Monday afternoon, and one with my son on Christmas Eve. Love him so much. As always, tell a family member, tell a friend that until next time, I will catch you on the next edition. This is the Chad Valdez YouTube channel.